Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Roxy and today I will show you how to make this very beautiful jacket for winter. It is very soft, fluffy and warm, and also it is very easy to make. The stitch that I use for this jacket is double crochet, and for the edge, the bottom edge, the pockets, the front edge, I use front post triple crochet, double crochet and back post triple crochet. The yarn that I use is Alize Softy. Each skein has 50 grams and 115 meters, and for this jacket I use almost 14 skeins, so in total I use almost 700 grams for S size. This jacket can be adapted to any size, so don't matter what size you have. I will tell you how to take the measure and you can do it. If you are a beginner, you can do it because it is very easy to make. If you want to support me, please subscribe to my channel and let's begin. As you can see, I already make the back. The stitch are very simple. Every time when you have this type of yarn, don't use complicated stitch. In this case, front post double crochet and double crochet, and back post double crochet and double crochet for the bottom edge, and then only double crochet. It's very simple. So every time when you have this type of yarn, don't use complicated stitch because the yarn make the cardigan or the sweater make very beautiful. And now for example, in my case, with the yarn that I use, with the crochet and with my style to work, I have in 20 stitch, I have 10.5 centimeter in 20 stitch or 4.1 inch, and 10 rows I have 10 centimeter or 4 inch. You can make a test with the yarn that you want to use and also with the crochet, okay? And you can change so many stitch you need. It's not necessary to make any multiple, okay? So chain so many stitch you want for the test. In my case, I chain 20. Skip one into the next, make double crochet, sorry, one moment. The first row, it's a little hard to make, but with this yarn, but after you make the first row, it's more easy to work, okay? And make double crochet in every stitch. One more. Okay? Finish this first row and then I will show you how to continue. I finish the first row and now chain 2, 1, 2, turn your work, yarn over and Into the next stitch, make 1 front post triple. Into the next, double crochet. And look how I make front post triple. I yarn over only one time. And I will have 1, 2, 3 loops. I take 1 loop, then 2 loops, and 2 loops. Okay? Then double crochet into the next front post triple, double crochet, 1, 2, and 3, into the next double crochet. Okay, continue until you finish the row, and then I will show you how to make the row number 3. I almost finished the row, and look, the last stitch is always make into the chain 2 at the previous row. Okay? Chain 2, turn your work, and look, here it is for outside, and for the inside look like that. It is very different. See? So chain 2, turn your work, and at this row you make back post triple crochet and 1 double crochet. So we make back post triple exactly as I show you when I make the front post triple. Into the next stitch, double crochet, into the next back post triple. You have 3 loops, you take 1, then 2, then 2. Okay? Into the next double crochet, into the next back post triple crochet. If you make like that, your bottom edge, don't narrow it. Look, as you can see, it is perfect. See? It's not narrow. If you make like that, 1 row with front post triple, double crochet, and 1 double crochet, and 1 row with back post triple crochet and double crochet. Now you continue. After you finish this row, make around 6 centimeters, and then I will show you how to continue. And now, after you make around 6 centimeters, your bottom edge is ready. And now you continue to make 3-4 rows work normally. Double crochet in every stitch. Chain 2 is count as 1 double crochet, and into the next stitch make double crochet and make double crochet in every stitch. Okay? So since now it's very simple, only double crochet. This yarn is very soft because it is a yarn for baby, but I like it. Okay? So make around 3-4 rows. So double crochet in every stitch. After you finish the test, cut and hide the yarn. and you can measure how many centimeter or inch you have in 20 stitch. But look, I chain 20, but after I make first row, because I skip 2 stitch, I will have only 19, because here it is. Okay, and now you need to measure. Doesn't matter what size you have, the measure is taken in the same way. You measure all around the body where the hips are bigger. Okay, all around the body. In my case, my model is a small person, and she has 19 centimeter, and I make 19 divided by 2 is 45 centimeter. This 45 centimeter I make for the back, and because it is a jacket, I don't make it too long, but it's your choice if you want to make a jacket or a cardigan. Okay, and now you can begin to make the back. Make the bottom edge as I show you, then continue with double crochet until you obtain the length that you have need. And then I will show you how to calculate for the front side. Now it's time to make the front side. You need to make 2, one for the left, one for the right. The calculation is made in the same way regardless of the size you have. And now, for example, in my case, I have, as I tell you, 45 centimeter. And this 45 centimeter, I make minus 10. For the S and M size, you make minus 10. For the L and XL, you can make minus 11. For the 2XL and 3XL, minus 12 centimeter. Okay? So, the number that you have of centimeter or inch that you have at the back, minus 10 in my case, I have 35 centimeter. And this 35 centimeter divide by 2. So the calculation is made in the same way, okay? And I make 35 divided by 2 is 17.5. And I will have for the left 70.5 centimeter and for the right 17.5 centimeter. And count the stitch to right, to left, put a stitch marker, and then count again the same number of stitch at the left to right, and also put a stitch marker. This part will be for the neck, okay? And now count the number of stitch that you have, plus and chain plus 1, and make again the same number of rows that you make at the bottom edge at the back, and then continue with the same number of rows that you make for the back. After you finish the first front side, keep a longer thread, because we need to join the front side at the back side. After you finish the first front side, make also the second, and also keep a longer thread because you need to join at the back. I will make 2 front side, one for the left, one for the right, and then I will show you how to join them at the back. I finish these 2 front side, and now it's time to join them at the back. When you begin to join the first front side, you begin to join at the end until at the stitch marker, and at the second you join at the stitch marker until at the end. Okay, and now it's time to join. As you can see, I keep a longer thread. Okay. The stitch that I use for the join is slip stitch. So insert the crochet into the first stitch at the front, then into the first stitch at the back. The first stitch at the back is the last stitch that you make, and it is a chain 2. Okay, and join with slip stitch. Insert the crochet into the next stitch at the front, then into the next stitch at the back, join with slip stitch. Into the next stitch at the front, then into the next stitch at the back, join with slip stitch. Join with slip stitch. I will make one more. Into the next stitch at the front, into the next stitch at the back, join with slip stitch. Okay, and finish to join until you reach it at the stitch marker. Then cut and hide the yarn, and then take the second front side and also begin to join at the stitch marker until you finish. And then after I finish to join, I will show you how to make the sleeve because I already make it. See? But I need to make one more because we need 2 sleeves. Okay? After you finish to join the front side at the back side, look how beautiful it is. It's time to make the sleeve. You need to make 2. For the sleeve, you need to measure all around here at the breast and chain so many stitches you need. And for the bottom edge, you make with the same stitch that I show you at the back and make the same number of rows. In my case, I make 6 rows and I have 6 centimeters. Okay? After you make the bottom edge, it's time to begin the sleeve. The increase is make always at the beginning and at the end of the row. into the first and into the last stitch, always. In my case, I don't want a large sleeve, and I make one row, I increase. And very important, every time you increase, put a stitch marker, because if you work with this type of yarn, will be very hard to see when you need to increase, and you need to count over and over again the rows. So it's more easy to put a stitch marker every time you increase. So at the first row, after I make the front edge, I increase and I put a stitch marker. Then I make 2 rows, 1 and 2. Into the next row also I increase. I put a stitch marker. Then again 2 rows. Work normally. 1, 2. Into the next I increase and I put a stitch marker. Okay? And look, I already make the bottom edge with the same number of stitch and with the same number of rows that I make for the first sleeve. And chain 2, turn your work, and here into the first stitch make again 1 stitch, and you will have 1 and 2. Okay, now you continue to make double crochet in every stitch until you reach it at the end of the row. One moment to make some. After you make some stitch, take a stitch marker and put here at the first stitch. Okay, and now you continue to make double crochet in every stitch until you reach it here at the last stitch. I work it until I reach it here at the last stitch. Into the last stitch you make also 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, and this is the increase at the beginning and at the end of the row. Now chain 2, turn your work, and make 2 rows work normally, and then you increase again at the beginning and at the end of the row. I will show you one more time. So after finish this first row with the increase at the beginning and at the end of the row, make 2 rows, 1, 2. Into the next, increase again at the beginning and at the end of the row. Then again 1, 2 rows, work it normally. Into the next, increase again at the beginning and at the end of the row, and continue to make so many rows until you obtain the necessary length. After you finish the first sleeve, make also the second. I will finish the second sleeve, and then I will make a half at the front edge, because one part at the front edge is worked from the middle at the neckline until at the bottom. One part for the right, one part for the left. And because I will put buttons at this jacket, I will see if I need to make the buttonhole or not. Okay, so after I make the sleeve, I will make a half at the front edge. The front edge also will be around 10 centimeters, so a little big front edge. Okay, so finish the sleeve and then I will show you how to continue. I begin to make the front edge separated at the jacket, and I don't like it how it look like, and I decide to make a different front edge. Look, this jacket is look like that with the outside up. Okay, we begin at this corner from here until we reach it here at this corner, and first row is worked from inside. Okay, and at this first row we make for every row 2 double crochet. Make a slip knot, insert the crochet here into the first row, chain 2, 1, 2. These 2 count as 1 double crochet, and make into the same row 1 double crochet. Then into the next row 2 double crochet, 1 and 2. One moment. And 2. Into the next row 2 double crochet, 1 and 2. One moment until I reset here where it is only double crochet. I reset here where it is work only with double crochet, and also for every row make 2 double crochet, 1 and 2. Once again into the next row, 1, 2. Into the next row, 1 and 2. Okay, continue to work until you reach it here at the next corner, and then I will show you how to make the next row. I finished this first row with double crochet, with 2 double crochet for every row, and now you work as I show you when I make the bottom edge. 1 row with front post triple crochet and double crochet, and 1 row with back post triple crochet and double crochet. Okay, so chain 2, 1, 2, turn your work into the next stitch, make front post triple, 1, 2 and 3. Into the next stitch, double crochet, into the next front post triple, 1, 2. Into the next double crochet. Okay, front post triple crochet, double crochet, Okay, front post, triple, double crochet. Okay, continue to work all around until you reach it here, then chain 2, start your work, and the next row will be with back post, triple crochet and double crochet as I show you at the bottom edge. And now for the edge you make so many rows you need. Now I don't know if I will put buttons or not. I will see how it look the front edge, and if I decide to put the buttons, I will show you how to make it, but I think I don't need the buttonholes because look how space I have between the front post, triple and double crochet. Okay, so it is perfect for my buttons. Okay, but at this moment I will make some rows, and if I decide to put the buttons, I will tell you. I finish the front edge. Look, it's around 10 centimeters. And now it's time to join the sleeve at the jacket. Okay, before you begin to sew, because we sew the sleeve at the jacket, you put a stitch marker here where you join the front side at the back side. Okay, then count the number of stitches that you have at the top of the sleeve, divide by 2 and put a stitch marker, and this stitch marker will be exactly in the middle. Okay, and then put a stitch marker into the left of the jacket, and then into the right, and then put your sleeve over the jacket with the inside up. Look, this is the inside. Okay, and you begin to sew to the right until you reach it here at the last stitch marker, and you sew exactly as you want. It's not necessary to use a special technique. Okay, only sew. After you finish to sew the sleeve, I will show you how to continue. I finished to sew the sleeve and the jacket, and look, it's perfect. And now it's time to close the sleeve and also to join the front side and the back side in one side, and you take the front side and put over the back with the inside up. Okay, this is the inside, and you begin to sew at the bottom of the jacket until you reach it here under arm, and then continue to sew and close the sleeve. Okay, after you finish, I will show you how to continue. As you can see, I already sew the buttons, and in my case I don't need the buttonholes, because look, the button enter easily here. See? But if you still need a buttonhole, I will show you how to make it. And I will show you how to make it with a normal yarn. Chain 12. Skip 1 into the next, make single crochet. Into the next, single crochet. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 single crochet. Into the next stitch we make 1 single crochet, then 1 half double crochet and 1 single crochet into the same stitch, and then make again 5 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Keep a longer thread, okay, make a slip knot, make here a knot, and your buttonhole is ready. Look how it is. And with this longer thread you will sew from inside like that, okay, and your button enter easily in this space that you have here. But I think it looks more beautiful as I make, but it's your choice how to make it. And now for the pocket, you put your hand here at the bottom of the jacket and then count the number of stitches that you obtain. In my case I chain 26 and I make the same stitch that I make at the bottom edge. One row, first row with double crochet, and then one row with front post triple crochet and double crochet, one row with back post triple crochet and double crochet, and make so many rows you need. Look, for me it's perfect like that, okay. And then you will sew into the left, at the bottom and into the right, okay. I need to make one more pocket and then I will show you how to make the cord. I already make the cord, and also I put at the beginning and at the end of the cord 2 big pom-poms, but it's your choice if you want to make the cord or not, and also if you want to put these two big pom-poms, but will look very, very nice. For the cord, one moment, you need to chain 7. Make a slip knot and chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Yarn over, skip 2, 1, 2, into the third, make double crochet, into the next, double crochet, into the next, double crochet. The cord is made only with double crochet, and in total you will have 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, chain 2, turn your work, and also make double crochet in every stitch. And now you make so many rows you need until you obtain the necessary length for your cord. I have 2 rows, chain 2. Okay, so make so many rows you need. One moment until I finish this row. Okay, and now after you make so many rows you need until you obtain the necessary length, keep a longer thread, make a slip knot, and then take a yarn needle and you begin to sew the left side at the right side, like that. Okay, so here, and then put 1 pom-pom at the beginning of the cord and 1 pom-pom at the end of the cord. And after you finish the cord and also after you put the pom-pom, your jacket is ready. Look how beautiful it is, and I think it's matched perfect with the jacket. I hope you like it. I think it's not hard to make. Please, if you like my work, subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching and bye bye.